guys, it is Aoife from Fred VC Died Laughing and I'm here to do a book tag today. So I wanted to do the mid-year book freak out tag. I wasn't actually tagged in this by anyone, I just felt like I wanted to do it. So yeah, I will just go ahead and give you all my answers to the question. So the first question is the best book that I've read so far in 2016, and for this one was really tough because there's been a few really great books, but one of them that just kind of stood out to me because is one that I'm already really anticipating the next book in the series, and that is And I Darken by Kirsten White. I just really love this. I think just the whole historical fantasy setting just completely sucked me in, and the really strong female character, and I just really enjoyed it, and I just can't wait for more in the series. I just want more. Number 2 is the best sequel you've read so far in 2016, and for this one I'm going to go with Blue Lily, Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater, simply because this is one that really kind of said, okay, you love the Raven Boys, because I'd always been a little bit like, oh, I liked it, but I didn't love it about the Raven Boys, with the Raven Boys and then the Dream Thieves. I hadn't loved them, I had really enjoyed them, but I hadn't loved them. For this one, I absolutely adored it, and this one just captured me with the magic in it and the way it was written, and just reminded me how great this book series is, so this definitely has to be the best sequel I have read. Number 3 is a new release you want to read but you just haven't got around to yet, and for this one, this is definitely The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. I read Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson last summer and I absolutely loved it, and I knew I definitely wanted to read her new book coming out, and I have it on my Kindle. I didn't get it on in physical form, but I do have it on my Kindle and it's just waiting there to be read, and I think I'm going on holidays in a couple of weeks time, so I think I'm going to read it then, because I read it on holidays last year when I was on holidays with the same person as well, so I think this will be nice to go and read this one again, another Morgan Matson, in the company of the same person, and then on holidays again, why not? So that's definitely on my to-do list within the next month. Number 4 is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and for this one, this is definitely Wrath by John Gwynne. This is the last book in the Faithful and the Fallen series, which is a high fantasy series, and the last book in the series just absolutely killed me. It just left off on such a cliffhanger, and then the ending, literally the last sentence in that book, broke my heart into a million pieces, and at the same time, while I'm really anticipating the last book, I'm really scared to read it in case what I think happens did happen and my heart just breaks all over again. But it's just such a fabulous series. I just really love it. Number 5 is your biggest disappointment of the year. For this one, this is definitely The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. I buddy read this with Lily over Sweet Love Books during the book buddy-a-thon, and both of us were just so let down by this book. I think people had just hyped it up so much and talked about the language in it is so beautiful and the relationship is so beautiful, and it just ended up being so blah for me. I just didn't care. I thought the relationship was stupid. I thought the writing, I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me. I was so bored during the whole book. Nothing was happening for me. And the second book is out and I'm hearing loads of great things about the second book, but I don't know, I'm just not bothered to pick up the second book, I don't think. I just really didn't enjoy The Wrath and the Dawn. Number 6 is your biggest surprise of the year, and I've had a few surprises, but I remember one book that really surprised me was Not Forgetting the Whale by John Ironmonger, which is one I read in the last few months, and this book just really surprised me. It was just one of those ones that I just really felt I was sucked into. Just the humanity in the book just amazed me, the kindness of people, the kindness of strangers, what people will do for each other. I just really enjoyed it. It was just, as I said, it was just one of those survivor stories that ended up being really great, and you didn't have all that horrible normal tropey stuff with survivor stories, and I just loved it. I just really loved it. I raved about it. I'll try and link the review of my weekly wrap up when I was talking about that, because I absolutely raved about it. But it's such a great book, such fabulous writing, and I definitely recommend it to people. Number 7 is your favourite author, debut, or new to me. One of my favourite debut authors is definitely Alwyn Hamilton, who wrote Rebel of the Sands, which I really enjoyed. Another author that's new to me that I read recently is Alison Goodman, because I read The Dark Days Club, and I really enjoyed her writing in that one, and I do want to go on and read her other series, which is the Aeon series, or the Aeon series, I'm not sure how to say that, but I wanted to read them for a while anyway, so this is definitely kind of kicked me in the butt to say go and read them as soon as you can. So I really want to read her. And then John Ironmonger, again, I really enjoy his writing in Not Forgetting the Whale, so I definitely want to read more of him. And then another horsey author that I read, so people, you know, authors that write real kind of horsey books is Maria de Brisches, and I really enjoyed the books that I've read of hers so far this year, so I definitely am going to read more of her as well. Number 8 is your newest fictional crush, and for me this is definitely Lord Carlston in the Dark Days Club. Oh my god, he is not a boy, he is a man, and he is absolutely delicious. I loved him. He's a little bit of Darcy in him, and just a little bit of bad boy, a little bit of rugged handsomeness, and he's just lovely, and I just want more of him. Number 9 is one of your newest favourite characters, and I think for me it's Nikolai in the Grisha trilogy. I just really love Nikolai, and I would love another book series about Nikolai. I think he would be a really great character to have a complete other series about, and I think I read articles where Leigh Bardugo hasn't ruled it out that she would write another book series about him or write more stories about him. I don't know, but I would definitely read anything that has Nikolai in it because I loved him. Number 10 is a book that made you cry, and for me most recently was In the Hope of Memories. I really enjoyed that one. It was by Olivia Rivers, and it was just about a girl who had died and sending all her friends out on a treasure hunt that she had left them, and then just by the end of it, it just got me so emotional and I just had tears in my eyes, and it was just amazing. I really loved it. And another book that made me cry is A Dog's Purpose by W. Bruce Cameron. I read this is like my second read of the year, and this was just simply just for being about a dog who loved his person so much and would do anything for them, and just a dog being a dog, and of course I had to cry at that because that's like my weak spot, so yeah. Number 11 is a book that made you happy, and one of the most recent books that made me really happy was The Wheel of Oshime by Mark Lawrence. This is the third book in the Red Queen's War trilogy, and it's a spin-off to the Broken Empire trilogy, and basically the main character they're kind of happening around the same time, the two books. So the main character in the Broken Empire trilogy, George, actually had a conversation with the main character in the Red Queen's War, Jalyn, and they just had this really great conversation where they were drinking together one night and they were just kind of bantering back and forth, and I just felt like all my dreams had come true. These two main characters from these two different books were actually together in this one place, and I just absolutely loved it. I was like dancing when this happened because I'd kind of been waiting for it for the whole of the Red Queen's War trilogy. They'd kind of glanced across each other and kind of seen each other, but they'd never actually talked, and for them to actually talk about their lives and give each other advice and stuff, I was ecstatic. I just loved it. Number 12 is the most beautiful book I've bought or received this year, and I didn't really have an answer for this one because I didn't really know. I think I just have to be really basic and go with the Raven Boy series just because they look so nice on my shelf. Their spines just look so nice together, and as well the rest of the Selection series because again they also look nice on my shelf, and then Air of Fire I got recently, that looks nice on my shelf, and that's a really nice cover as well. So yeah, I don't know, just a few of them. Number 14 is your favourite book community member. I love everyone that I'm subscribed to basically. If I'm commenting on your video and I'm liking your video, I'm loving your videos. So but one Booktuber that I recently, or Booktuber that I recently subscribed to was Sophie Carlin. She got quite a lot of subscribers, but I don't know, I just really love her. She's so funny, and yeah, I just been really enjoying her her videos, so I will link her down below if anyone isn't subscribed to her and wants to check her out. So yeah, so that is it for the tag. I won't tag anyone seeing as I wasn't tagged myself, but I guess if you want to do the tag, then I tag you. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you guys again next time. Bye!